Where do you play that at? Where do you play that one at?
I played standard, but I thought you were on keyboard too,
okay.
and I was like,
Oh, okay.
like maybe he's got the song that just needs to be a little deeper.
Everybody good after that?
Yeah. I'm great.
I'm good.
Welcome everybody.
All right. Are we starting the show yet?
I don't know.
Are we?
Yeah,
No?
we're on air.
Are we on air?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
glowing.
cool. We're on air.
Welcome, Internet Land and Live Land.
Okay. Hey, in case you don't know who's on stage here, to my other side of the stage here is Charles Bryant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the middle here is Sara Van Buskirk.
Hey.
And I'm Mark Zeus.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll start. Is that good?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All good? You're going to play that G harp, or somebody going to play
Sarah's
G harp on his
Want me to do it?
blues? I was going to start with a tender ballad and a dedication, but I'll do that later. We're just going to warm up with this one here. Somebody said that they shook like a devil back in 1952. It was understood that it ain't no good, that crazy jungle groove. With the hepped up country twang in the middle, it was far from the Bible truth. But the gospel rang when the people sang, 'cause it sprang from rhythm and blues, and it would grow inside the soul. And it was rock and roll. There were those who sang of peace and resistance, make love, not war, they said. And there were those who just took shelter from the madness, others just shook their heads. Some looked up into the kingdom of heaven, they cried and died and bled. And some looked hard into the eyes of the devil and sold their souls instead. They grabbed a gold, slipped down a hole. It was rock and roll. When nobody wants to be the bad man, unless it's good to be that bad. And nobody wants to be waiting on you, they want you to be waiting on them. And nobody wants to be the fish out of water unless you're washed up and left for dead. And nobody wants to be stuck in the middle, they want you to be stuck on them. So it's who you know when it's time to show what wares you have to sell. When somebody slips you a little piece of heaven, will you swallow that little pill? And now the sins you lived a little short on repentance, will they blow you all to hell? Or will you chase that dream to give up another? Is it really worth the thrill? Nobody knows, 'cause that's how it goes. And that's rock and roll. And nobody knows, 'cause that's how it goes. And it's rock and roll. And it's a rock and roll. I said, come on now. Yeah, that's a rock and roll.
All right. Well, it's a long way down. Yes, it's a long way down. If you don't watch your step. Oh, good times are over so fast. Only a fool could think it would last. Well, I'm sorry, girl, but you have to go. And if you change your mind, just let me know. If I were a cloud, I'd drift away and turn into snow just over that bank. Well, I'm out of reach, but not out of touch. Hey, I guess you tried, just not enough. And it's a long way down if you don't watch your step. And it's a hard way to learn you've squandered your last. And it's a guarantee to lose if you never react and keep pining for the past. Well, you don't know the places I've been. Yeah, I picked myself up and I ain't going again. It's like one foot finally reaching that distant sandbar, knowing that the next wave's just gonna knock you off. You ain't the only one who's just been through a crash. You can't get in if you're afraid to get splashed. It's not that I can, it's just that I won't. And knowing you ain't up if you can't stay afloat. And it's a long way down if you don't watch your step. And it's a hard way to learn you've squandered your last. And it's a guarantee to lose if you never react and keep pining for the past. Yeah, just pining for the past. Thank y'all so much. I got a tickle in my throat. It won't quit.
Which one are you going to do, Charles?
Broken. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, and Mark, thank you, and Sarah, thank you for letting me play along tonight. Yeah, I was gonna try to say something clever, like it's so great to be here in such a venerable, august place, and such a beautiful, august crowd in front of on a hot August night. I decided not to do that though.
That's good.
So I was doing an album CD with a gentleman named Matt Hubbard, and we wrapped it in 2019, just right before Christmas, and then we were supposed to release it in April in 2020, and it never got released because of COVID. So I'm going to try to play some from that. It's still not released, but I do have it on hand tonight if you want a copy of it. So this is off of that CD. It's called Broken. William's got another cancer. Mama's pressure's running high. Daddy's taking too much pain, man. Bill is barely getting by. Randy's lost another finger. Mark is hanging by a thread. Kenny's falling off the wagon. Tom don't wanna leave his bed. Jim ain't sure he's gonna make it. Christy ain't coming back. Mark keeps leaving blood in the toilet. Kay still needs a heart transplant. Preacher on the TV smiling, says God'll give me all I want. Preacher on the TV crying, without me he'll soon be broke. Without me he'll soon be broke. Thank you. Just wait, I'm gonna play a sad one after a while.
Welcome back, Charles.
Thank you. Just don't get me in tequila.
Just like a Guinness.
Okay. Well, Charles, you got to play that D harp for me on this one.
Okay.
Okay, remember? All right. We lost a really good friend of music to Houston. Danny Jones passed away this past week. And I'm going to dedicate this song to Danny. This is his favorite song that I wrote. I don't know what his favorite song was, but he had a lot of favorite songs. He was a song man. He'd learn from all kinds of genres. Remember, he had an act one time where he was learning all music from the 1920s. And he'd have a buddy of his that he'd take, and they'd do some gigs around. And Danny was just a guy hang around the open mics. He always loved to play and loved to get out, and just the greatest person that I knew, probably. Yes. The kindest person I knew. So, but if anybody's interested, there's going to be a memorial tomorrow over at the Big Easy, right down the street over here, 4 to 7. And some people will be playing, but it's just going to be a celebration of Danny's life. And anyway. I'm ready to go. There's one chance for all of us, one life we live, we must be patient, but urgency is called. One tries to build a wall, one climbs, the others fall. The tearing down builds a future for us all. One life, one dream, one hope for love and peace. One world, one mind, one heart, one soul, one God. There's one prayer for all of us, and one answer. In God we trust the Savior comes to heal the wounded child. One seeks a better way, one cries, one dies today, till tomorrow brings us closer to the call. One life, one dream, one hope for love and peace. One world, one mind, one heart, one soul, one God. One place for all of us, and one body, dust to dust. The spirit soars beyond the chains of man. One heeds the final call, and one finds the gilded halls of heaven through the spirit of the land. One life, one dream, one hope for love and peace. One world, one mind, one spirit for all time. One heart, one soul, one love. We know one God. Thank you.
Well, okay. Maybe I'll stay in D. Is that a good key for everybody here?
People's key.
It's the people's
It
key?
used to be C, now it's D.
Yeah. Everybody's range went up.
That's it, man. Singing higher.
All right. So I have this dog. His name's Neil Diamond. That's the whole joke. No, I'm just kidding. He's 14. And when it thunderstorms now, he starts to have these panic attacks. So he wakes me up because it's always in the middle of the night. It's very inconvenient. And he tries to bury himself in laundry and anything in my head. He tries to bury himself in my head. He's about 70 pounds, so it doesn't feel very good. And then right in your face, also not the best. So nothing really works to chill him out. Pretty much nothing, except turning all the lights on and being awake. So one night I actually got up and sat with him and started going back, looking at him, and he's just like such a mirror, you know. We have these pets and they're mirrors of our life that we've spent with them. They never talk back, but they're there, you know. They've seen you through all of your iterations of their time here. And I was thinking what he'd seen me come from and how I've evolved. And I've noticed his happiness increase over time, which has been really beautiful. And so I wrote this song about the evolvement and just kind of looking at the reflection he was giving me. So it's called A Good While to Heal.
Pulling at my heart, you're blowing at my sleeve. You look me in the eye and kiss me on the cheek. You take all of my love, you take all of my time. Anything you want, a walk will do just fine. 'Cause it's the time we're spending. We took a good while to heal, and we can start all over. Every sunset on that hill, you're running down our path, taking every turn, rolling in the mud. Watch those wingtips burn, ripping off your tongue and showing all your teeth, crashing in the waves. Well, that's enough for me, 'cause it's the time we're spending. We took a good while to heal, and we can start all over. Every sunset on that hill. Let's get loaded up, take a ride in my truck, cancel all our plans, dig our toes in the sand. 'Cause it's a time we're spending. We took a good while to heal, and we can start all over. Every sunset on that hill.
Oh, sir, that's good. Gosh.
Thank y'all so much.
This is Overnight Sensation. I'm just letting y'all know we got to be good because we're on the air for an hour and a half. But after that, the tequila comes out, and that's when I'm going to turn into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So just, I got to be good. My mom's watching.
Charles getting naughty hour.
So the album's called Unrequited because pretty much it's a familiar theme throughout the whole album. And I think that's a commonality for all of us, whether it's religion or the love of another, right? Generally speaking, maybe. So this is one of the songs off of that as well. It's just called Overnight Sensation.
Mm-hmm.
I was down in Sargent, lying shit-faced in the sand, contemplating suicide and working on my tan. I'll be an overnight sensation if my plans get approved, and I spend my time wishing I could spend my time with you. I got busted by the police. They said I crossed the line in Pasadena, Texas. You live on borrowed time. I'll be an overnight sensation if I don't die too soon. And I spend my time wishing I could spend my time with you. It does no good to question. Oh, but it can't hurt to pray. But when you ain't sure what to ask for, you ain't sure what to say. I'll be an overnight sensation. My troubles will be few, and I spend my time wishing I could spend my time with you. I'm an overnight sensation and it can't come too soon. And I spend my time wishing I could spend my time with you. And I spend my time wishing I could spend my time with you. Thank you. Thank you. We don't have to wait till an hour and a half to have tequila.
We can just have it now.
We can, just go ahead and speed. Kathy.
Yeah, the more you drink, the better we sound. So if you don't know that joke yet, that you haven't been around. But anyway, I think maybe we could jam on this one. We'll do that one.
The more we drink, the better we think we sound.
That's true.
Yee.
I'm in tune. Damn, I was quick on that one. Wrote this song back in the 1980s. And then re-recorded it just about 3-4 years ago with a good friend of mine on piano. It's called Insecure Treasures. This is one I wrote for my students when I was teaching high school way back in the day. But I don't need my glasses for this. But you guys want to do solos? Remember that this is the one to do the 6/8 tune? Play a little harmonica, man. We need you can play some lead guitar, man. We could have a big jam on this one.
I hadn't started drinking tequila yet, Mario.
Right. That's what I'm saying before.
If Kathy will ever. I'm just kidding.
This is when you need. This is it's an E. So I don't know what you want to do. So anyway.
I don't know.
I'll just start the song. You guys want to jump in?
I've only
Go
been
ahead.
doing this 10 years now.
The off chord's a G, just so you know. Here we go. Insecure treasures will promise us a better existence in these changing times. And so we are taught to pursue education for positions in the lucrative line. And once we've established a reasonable fortune, we hide it so no one can see. We are the product of the same institutions that once called us hippies and freaks. It's the same way, we're the same men. But change is essential, and you are the children of hippies and freaks. Doctors and lawyers, but once lovers of peace. But love is not all that we need. So we sit in our offices making decisions on money and mergers and meals. We hire and fire to improve our relations and cut our expenses and deals. The others make a ravel in bleak indignation and say that we really don't care. We nurture the offspring for a new generation to inherit what we have to share. It's the same way, we're the same men, but change is essential, and you are the children of hippies and freaks. Doctors and lawyers were once lovers of peace, but love is not all that we need. Insecure treasures will promise us a better existence in these changing times.
Yeah, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Mark. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank
My
you.
wife is driving home.
Did somebody get me some?
Yeah, that's for
What
you.
is it? Tequila? Okay, great. Is that tequila? Okay, I'll drink that.
I guess.
Could I have a beer too?
Twist my arm.
Yeah. When they got me up.
Well, if you're getting a beer, why-
as long as we're drinking. It's a drinking establishment.
That's true.
It's a great
Yeah, I'll
restaurant.
take one, too.
Yeah, if people out in the internet land don't know, have never been here, it's a great place. It's a
Sarah,
beautiful
take
place.
one, too.
It has great
What?
food. People come here
I'll
just
take a
for
beer
the food.
after I sing. but
Yeah, the
not
music's
during.
great. The
I'll take
the
a water,
food's
though.
great. You know, so
No ice. So I'll take that.
and
In a dirty-
if I can have a harp, Gwendolyn, if I can have a harp, please, when you get a chance. Thank you.
All right. Y'all bear with me. I got a new one for you. So I might forget it. This is for fun. Shoot for the highway, run for the gun. Wanna do it my way, wanna give me some. Your thoughts keep spinning across a thin red line. I keep mine sideways most of the time. You want a winner, but you won't play. Move through spaces, steal a base. Your heart's running power up and down your spine. I keep mine open most of the time. Most of the time I'm up for falling in love. Yeah, most of the time I don't give a fuck. Most of the time. Keep me breathless, make me bleed. I'm a phoenix, burning free. Shifting weightless as I pass to the other side. I keep it lighter most of the time. You wanna dive in something deep. You see the cliff's edge and take a leap. Your knuckles are glistening with the rising tide. But I keep my brass on most of the time. And most of the time I'm up for falling in love. Most of the time I don't give a fuck. Most of the time.
Most of the time, I don't give a fuck. Most of the time.
Hard stop. Hey, thank y'all so much.
Man,
We'd have that together most of the time.
Yeah, we had it together most of the time.
That says a lot. Most of the time.
Most of the time's pretty good.
this is a very emotional thing for me tonight for a number of reasons. I played my first open mic here almost 10 years to the day. And Mark was here. The great Mark Benham was here. And my dad was here. I have agoraphobia. I'm agoraphobic. And amongst other problems probably. But I've been a writer. When you have agoraphobia, and I don't know what they do now, but when I was a kid, they gave us Xanax, and Xanax wasn't a good drug. And I tried to go to college. I met Kathy at college, but I flamed out after 2 weeks because I couldn't stay cooped up in the room. And but she played guitar, and I'd always wanted to play since I saw Glenn Campbell when I was a little boy. And she taught me what's called the cowboy chords. And I wrote a song my very first day. I picked the guitar, right, Kathy? Remember what it's called? The River's Too what? There you go. Very first day. And but it was my therapy as opposed to Xanax, you know. And that's why my songs are kind of on that, I guess, on the dark side. But it was a hobby and a therapy. I wanted to play just like I wanted to pitch for the Astros, but you know, wanting something and doing something, two different things, you know. And but then I got this blood clotting disorder, and I had clots in my legs and my lungs, and I was at that stage almost closing in on 50 years old. And I thought, gosh, I may die and take all these songs with me. And I knew I was dying. I don't know why, but I just knew. And I called the gentleman up a couple months before it was diagnosed. I said, something's not right with me, and I want to record some songs. And I was hospitalized on a Sunday, and we were supposed to record on the Wednesday, the same week this happened. And Kathy, for whatever reason, she felt compelled to bring me this book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. He was a Jewish psychiatrist in the Holocaust. And that book just changed my life, you know, just absolutely changed my life. And I said, God, if you're ready, I'm ready. You know, I mean, you're there. You're vicariously right there in the Holocaust. You know, it's like, who in the hell am I? I am nobody. You know, this can happen to these folks. So serendipitous is the wrong word, so arbitrary. He said they would approach from the train, and the guy would do like this with his glove, meaning you go to this side or this side, and that side went to the crematorium. So it was a real eye-opener, and I just say, hey, you know, if I live, I'll play. I'm not going to be a coward. But if you want me, I'm ready for that too, you know. And so that's how it all started. And I put out that little CD, Sandcastles, and it sold 5 copies in a year. And I called my dad. I said, Dad, I got to play. And I'd actually seen Sara before I ever got on this stage, because I said, I got to see what the scene's about. And the mutual friend of ours, Craig Kinsey, said, you got to get on Facebook. And I saw Sara right from the get-go. And if you've not heard her album, The Place Where You Are, it's a masterpiece. I mean, and that's not a lie. And I went and heard Sara at a place called the Market Bar. And
Thank y'all.
so, yeah, I knew Sara before I ever played my first open mic. And but I said, Dad, I got to go. You got to be there with me. You know, my dad was like my training wheels. And I'm not going to go into all the minutia because I'll talk for an hour, but well, I just lost my dad, and so that's why it's another reason it's emotional. He died from COVID and in January, but I had to get this dadgum MRI. They'd found these clots in my lungs and in my calves, and they said Kathy had got me this thing called a go-kart at Ben Taub, you know. And this machine, I swear to you, was probably about this big. And I couldn't do anything, just like now I have a hip replacement, so I'm getting chubby. And I was really chubby from the DVTs. And I was too chubby for this stupid machine. And he said, it's going to take about 20 minutes. And he strapped my arms down, Vern, with Velcro. And he put my head in like a vise and put this thing over my face, like a face mask. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. And he said, now don't move a muscle. This is going to take 20 minutes. And just pragmatically, oh my gosh, if I flip out, they're going to pull me out, and I'm going to go back to the end of the waiting line for 3 months. So I had to gut it out. And so I'm so big and this thing's so little that he hits my shoulders, pushing me in. And, I just prayed like a crazy man for like 20 minutes. I was just like having all these existential, dreadful thoughts that I don't want to impose on you. But I just thought, man, and when I got out of there, I'm like, well, shit, I'm glad I'm out of that, And I thought, isn't that strange how religious I get whenever I'm up against hard things, And then I'm just like, I'm glad that's over with, So this is kind of me picking on me from that event. Is about foxhole religion, and this is called the MRI machine. Well, you're gonna have to help me, Linda. He said, son, this won't hurt one little bit. You'll be in and out in about 20 minutes. We're going to strap you down. We're going to slide you in. We'll see you on the other side. My friend, just do your best to do the best that you can. 2 minutes in and I begin to sweat. That's 2 minutes done. There's 18 more to get. And I'll be danged and I'll be damned. I was going to get inside this thing again. So I settled down. I tried to settle in. Help me if you know it. I met Jesus in an MRI machine. When I couldn't move and I couldn't hardly breathe. I thought I was a badass. Turns out I was deceived. I met Jesus in an MRI machine. Seven minutes in, my knees begin to shake. My lips did quiver and my heart did palpitate. But that was 7 down, 13 to go. They'd slide me out and I could hit the road and I could stay on this side of the pearly gates. I met Jesus in an MRI machine. When I couldn't move and I couldn't hardly breathe. I thought I was a badass. I was terribly deceived. I met Jesus in an MRI machine. Said I could say religion stuck, but as soon as they slid me out, the jig was up. I had a drink, snuck a peek, said some words that I shouldn't speak, and I found myself right back where I had begun. Yep, they slid me out, and I backslid right back to my wickedness again. But the truth of the matter is, I'm still alive. And if I'm ever in a bind again, I wouldn't hesitate to call my friend, see if he wouldn't come and bail me out a more time. Let's go to church. I met Jesus in an MRI machine. When I couldn't move and I couldn't hardly breathe. I thought I was a badass. Turns out I was deceived. Met Jesus in an MRI machine. Yeah, I thought I was a badass. I was greatly deceived. Met Jesus in an MRI machine. Vern, you know Mother Teresa. And even Gandhi, too. Oh, I'd be so proud of all the praying that I did do. I met Jesus in an MRI Thank you. I wouldn't want to go through it again, but got a song out of it anyhow. That's all that matters.
It's one of those songs where how the hell do you follow that? You know?
Here. I'm doing the Houston sprawl all over this Guinness
That's
barrel.
all right. That's okay. All right, anyway.
Real estate.
Hey, I'd like to acknowledge the bar staff.
Yes.
They're very slick, and then they slip in and out. And they just brought me a beer, and you didn't even see her. She's perfect. So I come here a lot on Mondays. They have the open mic, so everybody should come out on the open mic on Mondays. Whether you play, if you don't play, you can just check it out and applaud for everybody. But and they do broadcast it too over. So tell your friends they can watch it in their living room if they're in Dallas or something, or even further away.
If somehow you have fans further than Dallas.
You know, yeah, you might. Anyway, okay, I don't need these. Okay, I'm going to do this one. This is a song I was commissioned to write. If people don't know what that means that somebody contacts you and says, we'd like to have you write a song for our wedding or for our special anniversary or bar mitzvah or a special event. It's like any kind of special events, holiday, or whatever it is. You write a song for it. So I was contacted by the Egyptian Bureau of Antiquities, and they had said that they want me to write a song for their cause. And I said, yes, I believe in your cause, and I will write a song for your cause. And this is what came out. We want our mummies back and all those artifacts that sit in your museums or will sue. And if you won't cooperate, we'll cheer the folly of your fate when Tutankhamun's curse comes down on you. About 100 years ago, the British took control of all the land inside our sovereign state. They opened all the tombs and they let out all the fumes. Some tried to stop them then, but much too late. So they took off with the gold. A bunch of other stuff got sold to freak shows and museums round the world. And some mummies that got dug up got twisted, turned, and flubbed up, battered, beaten, broken, and unfurled. So we want our mummies back and all those artifacts that sit in your museums or will sue. And if you won't cooperate, we'll cheer the folly of your fate when Tutankhamun's curse comes down on you. Take it away, Tut. Now everybody sing. We want our mummies back and all those artifacts that sit in your museums or will sue. We don't need you to prognosticate. If you do, it will infuriate the pharaoh kings and reigning grand wazoo. Now the Frenchies got the frescoes, but they thought that it'd be best though to keep them from us, which we can't condone. And Nefertiti's bust should be seen by all of us, but the Krauts won't even put her out on loan. So we want our mummies back and all those artifacts that sit in your museums or will sue. And if you won't cooperate, we'll cheer the folly of your fate when Tutankhamun's curse comes down on you. One more time. We want our mummies back. We want our mummies back. We want our mummies back, yahoo. We might even find a surly sheikh and hope he's got the balls to make a suicidal move inside to live. Inside to live. That's a true story.
Oh, man.
Good job, Mark.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all both did some very colorful songs. I'm going to do a not colorful, but one of my favorite new ones to play right now. First title of it was called We Will Climb Mountains, but nobody's going to know to look it up by that title. So I'm just calling it I'm With You for now.
Give me a sign, give me a star, give me the map that shows exactly where you are. I'll give you my words, I'll give you my hands, I'll give you my life and all of its loose and frazzled strands. Give me a dream, I'll make it come true. I can work wonders if you just give me a clue. I know where I stand, I just don't know what to do. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you. I feel an ache right about now. My mind is racing and my doubt is screaming loud. But you feel like home. It's all that I know is that I wanna take you with me when I go. And I know we can dream, I know we turn blue. It's hard to stand when you don't know what to do. But we will climb mountains, we'll see this through. Hey, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Yes, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. I can be brave, I can show up, I can walk tall because I know that I'm enough. You can open your eyes, your heart can shine. We have so much to give in this single precious life. And I know that you're strong, and you will hold on, and I will be with you even when the nights are long. Yes, we will climb mountains, we'll see this through. Hey, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Yes, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Y'all know the words yet? Hey, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Yes, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Hey, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Yes, I'm with you, with you, with you, with you. I'm with you, with you.
And thank y'all so much. It's important to remember you're not alone in those dark times, which I think there are a lot of those these days.
Yes. Sir, I don't think you've heard this one. My dad asked me, before he passed away, he celebrated his 60th anniversary with my mom. And he asked me if I would play a song or write a song. And I wasn't in a songwriting frame of mind, so I didn't make it in time for the ceremony. But a couple months later, I got back into the songwriter state of mind, and I wrote this for him. This is the last song I wrote before, that my dad got to hear before he passed. And this is him singing to my mother, basically. I'm trying to put into words what I think he would say to her. And this is called But Then There's You. Oh, your Rembrandt painting in Paris, Michelangelo sculpture in Rome. Oh, your sonnet written by Shakespeare. Orion, most certain you're home. Oh, there's castles and cathedrals filled with sapphires and emeralds, and fields of flowers in bloom, and celestial constellations and suspended animations adorned in diamond costume. But then there's you. Oh, you're a siren beguiling in mystery, a chanteuse and ingenue, fire and fury, grace and beauty, glorious mystical muse. Oh, there's castles and cathedrals filled with sapphires and emeralds, and fields of flowers in bloom, and celestial constellations and suspended animations adorned in diamond costume, adorned in diamond costume. But then there's you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm gonna try that Nick Drake song next round. If that's okay.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be our last round officially.
Oh, so we probably ought to do parting glass for the camera.
Yeah, so I mean, this will be. I'm going by the allotted time.
Okay.
That kind of thing. So, but anyway, yeah, we're going to do one
Mark's a
more
real
round,
rule
and
follower.
we might do just a collective encore if you guys want to have us for an encore. But this is not the encore. No. Wait, hang on.
No applause.
No, just kidding.
Silence.
Anyway, okay. You know, I think I'll do this one. I'm just gonna keep with. This is kind of like a blues boogie. I always get. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Most of you know that who know me, I think. But anyway, so people bug me all the time. It says, "Hey man, you're from Chicago. Play the blues." play some blues, man. I want to hear some blues. I said, well, I'm a kind of a folk singer kind of guy, you know. I'll sing country, folk singer, bluegrass, stuff like that. But anyway, so, hey, you know, I said, okay, I'm going to write a couple blues songs. So I have, and this is one of them. And I decided to make it a political song. And most of you who know me know that I write political type songs as well as love songs and all that kind of stuff that we all write. But anyway, but this
Songs
is
about mummies.
What's that?
Songs about mummies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mummies, that's about as
What's a
political
love
as you
song?
can get. A love song, but yeah. It could be both. Wow, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Play a love song. I'll play that song.
Yeah.
Play a political
Take
song.
off your what's it called?
Your
The
sarcophagus
bandages.
or something.
Take off your sarcophagus.
Say that fast 3 times.
Yeah. Sliding
Anyway,
into my
but
DMs.
I'm gonna have some harp playing. You're gonna play. Remember, this is that one about the Daly family. Remember, key of A. I'm in the key of A. You need a D harp. That's all.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we're gonna get some wailing going here. And this is about a famous Chicago political family. And it was inspired by a bumper sticker I saw back in the 1960s. I go back that far. I was just a little kid, and I, saw it on the bumper sticker. I thought it was funny as hell. It's the hook of this song. It says, "Dick Daly before he dicks you." And it was a Bernie Epton. I don't know. Does anybody remember Bernie Epton? He's into Republican oblivion, you might say. But he had a good thing going there. He almost unseated the king. So he had a good campaign going. But anyway, I was not necessarily backing him because I was like 8 years old when I saw this. But it just stuck in my brain. That's what crazy songwriters do. They just things stick in their brain, and then like 30, 40, 50 years later, it comes out. Anyway, here we go. It's called the Daily Blues. Boss of the wards, a kingpin player in the land of the lords, and the city that worked out to be his golden goose. Well, we'd lay the eggs and he'd scramble them up, then feed them to the patrons of his closed little club, leaving everybody else to just living and a singing a blues. That same fat daddy had 2 little boys, and Junior was the one who would inherit his toys. It took a little time, but now we're singing the same old song. 'Cause he's skimming and a-scamming and squeezing his goose. He got one hand in your pocket, the other one's loose, so he can spin you round and whip down your drooping troll. Dick Daly, Dick Daly, Dick Daly, Dick Daly, Dick Daly, the Dick Daly Blues. Dick Daly's got his hand in your pants. Dick Daly, don't you give him no chance. You better Dick Daly before he dicks you. Gave a big fat raise to all of his guys, including himself and his wife on the side. 2 weeks after, the people gave him 4 more years. 4 more years? Yeah, but people are sheep, and the mayor's a pig, with all the little piggies suckling up on him. Will the sheep be led to slaughter for 4 more years? Dick Daly, Dick Daly, Dick Daly, Dick Daly, Dick Daly, the Dick Daly Blues. Dick Daly with his hand in your pants. Dick Daly, don't you give him that chance. You better Dick Daly before he digs you. Now let's play the blues. Go get him. Hex on pop. Your Twinkies are next. You need a license to dance. You need a license for sex. I need a permit to park my car in front of my own damn home. You see, the big corporations get all of the breaks, while the little guys, they close their doors in the wake of his megalomaniac and empire flex, and it's a yuppie jaws. Sing with me now. So it's Dick Daly.
Dick Daly.
Dick Daly.
Dick Daly.
Dick Daly. Got the Dick Daly. Said I got the Dick Daly blues. Dick Daly with his hand in your pants. Dick Daly, don't you give him no chance. You better Dick Daly before he dicks you. Now everyone listen up, I got someone to tell you, so you best that was real hard. When your Democratic preaching captain comes around and knocking, asking what are you gonna do? What you gonna tell him? How you gonna tell him? Should you even bother telling him what you're gonna do? You're gonna Dick Daly.
Dick Daly.
Dick Daly.
Dick Daly.
Dick Daly. The Dick Daly Blues. Dick Daly, get your mitts out of there. I said, Dick Daly, wear your own underwear. Dick Daly, before he dicks. Dick Daly is back up to the same old tricks. Dick Daly, before he dicks you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do I do now?
I know, right?
Oh,
It's always Texas wine.
there's always Texas one. You're right. We gotta even that out. I tell my 10-year-old son that a lot. I'm like, all right, we've said balls about 10 times today. And I just start going, labia. Clitoris. Oh, man. You can't do that, can you? Not the same. It's fucked up. If you don't know, I'm all about the equal rights. And if you're not, you can show yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Show yourself some love so that you can love everybody around you better. This is not even a week old, so I'm going to throw myself to the wolves today. It's like old religion in a brand new life. It's like breaking fresh bread, sipping ancient wine. I'm gonna look at the ocean, I'm gonna see what's left. I'm gonna lay in the sunshine, I'm gonna feel my breath. I'm gonna jump right in, surrounded by the deepest love. Second guessing, hold my hand, it's time to run. Ain't got no control, there's no mastermind, just deep, deep listening and guarding time. The world keeps on spinning, hands pulling up weeds, the sweat in my eyeballs, and I'm sowing my seeds. Do your roots run deep? Have you tried all of your tribes? Are your brain cells dancing? Are you all lit up inside? Am I a new religion? Do you ever age? Give you something to believe in up on this stage. You never know, honey, where your head is at. You're a real tough cookie. You're a real cool cat. You're gonna give me something, something that I can't believe. You're gonna make my lips crack, make me say something that I mean. I'm a rare religion, I ain't got no strings. Just wanna see you take on them angel swings. I'm here for revolution, fire in my eyes, time for evolution, joy that never lies. I wanna make you feel something, something that you can't believe. I wanna make your lips crack, make you see the flying free. I'm a rare religion. 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 I'm a rare religion.
Oh, thank y'all so much.
She's a treasure, this gal right here. Not that you're not, Mark, but she's a,
I'm buried treasure, man. I'm way down there, buddy.
like a mummy.
Deep in the.
While we're still in there, I'm going to go ahead and try to squeeze this one in. This, I was telling Vern about this. A gentleman he and I both like named Gurf Morlix. Y'all familiar with Gurf? James, I know you're familiar with Gurf Morlix. I got to see him 3 times in 2019, and every time he played the song called "The Parting Glass," and I just fell in love with the song. The way he tells it, an English friend sent it to him, and it was written in Scotland or Ireland around sometime in the 1600s. Nobody knows who wrote it, and but as Gurf says, it's about a man's last L. He's saying goodbye to his friends. So Gurf says on one of these videos, he says he texified it from the original language. I'm kind of a Keats freak, so I took it back and turned it back to the old broke. And then I turned it over to a Baroque classical piece that I'm going to try to pick. But I have to give all the credit to Gurf because I'd never heard it had not been for Gurf. This is called "The Parting Glass." I spent it in good company. And all the harm that ever I'd done, well, at last it was unto none but me. And for what I lacked, for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So pour for me my parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. And all the friends that e'er I had, they are sorry for my going away. And to all the sweethearts that e'er I loved, they would wish for me one more day to stay. But since it falls into my lot that I should go, but you should not, I will gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. So fill for me my parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. 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 Thank you.
Charles Bryant, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Bryant. Yeah, you can always applaud more and more for him because he's like the shit, man. Could I say shit here? I don't know. I just did. Sorry.
You did it.
Sarah Van Buskirk, she's not shit, man. She's great.
I'm also the shit.
And we, I think we all have CDs.
We
You all
do.
should buy them. I don't know. What are we going to set the price at? Whatever your
This is I'm donation based, y'all.
donation. We're
Give
kind of
me-
donation based,
Give me your love.
but why don't we just say $10? Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
As a suggested donation. That's the way it's working in this world, I guess. But there's CDs back there you can grab and so yeah, well definitely. I guess we're done for here tonight. And
No, we're not done.
we're done. Are we?
No, I've still.
Well, we don't hear any noise, so.